Hold up. Fuck. Hold up. The Audacity hot takes finna blow up.
Man, I gotta tell you, in my 30s, sex just isn't what it used to be, bro.
It's just not high on the priority list anymore is what it is. You know what I mean?
It's just not.
I know as a teenager, I would have gone as far as to whip a Down syndrome kid's ass on national television at a charity event if it meant that you were gonna break me off a piece of ass.
Bro, I would have fucking robbed from the Ronald McDonald House to fucking make this shit.
Bro, I would have body slammed a fucking kitten in front of a fucking elementary school.
I would have.
While all the kids were outside playing on the playground, if it meant that you were gonna give me a piece of ass,
I would have fucking straight up walked and throat punched Jerry Lewis right on his fucking telethon just for a piece of ass, bro. But now, if the conditions aren't just right, my guy, like if I fucking feel too hot, if I fucking am too full, if my fucking hair's not cut, all these fucking conditions have to line up for me to want a piece of ass, bro.
I'm not missing my nap for you. You know what I'm saying?
No.
There's no way. If I haven't taken my daily nap, if I sat down for dinner and I had too much fucking spaghetti at dinner,
Yeah.
and I feel bloated, the last thing I'm gonna do is drive to your house and fucking toss around in the bed with you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And literally,
I'm gonna feel the fucking food right here in my throat and shit. I'm gonna feel all fat and bloated.
fucking gurgling.
I'm not going over there to break you off. I'm not
My
doing that.
idea of Netflix and chill these days is literally getting into my Netflix show and chilling the fuck out.
Getting my little snacks, my popcorn, my little sour gummies, you know what I'm saying? Get a
And-
big ass, nice little comfy blanket, my
and
PJs and
falling
shit.
out.
Yes.
And that it does not include poon anywhere in that equation.
Nah, bro. It's just no. It things have to line up just right, and all like you said, all the conditions have to be met. If I'm on my last little fucking sip of gas, you know what I mean, and it's Thursday, and I only have to wait it out one more day till payday, I'm not wasting my gas to go over there and break you off.
No.
I will wait till I get paid. I get myself a full tank, and then I'll go see you.
And
you
then,
know what I mean?
And when I do actually come through, and once I actually get what I want, I'm good for a couple days, bro.
Me too, bro.
Sometimes a week or more. Like,
as a teenager, I was sex craved, and I was just insatiable. Like there was no getting my fill, bro. But now we probably sound like lames right now, bro. But on some real shit, I have sex once, and I've had my fill for at least like the next 4 to 5 days, maybe. I don't think about it. I'm not. You know, it's not on my mind.
No.
I get my fill, and I'm good for a couple days.
As long as I get what I need probably once every 5 or 6 days, I'm okay. And then sometimes I don't even get it like that. Like I might want it, but sometimes it'll be even longer. But it's where it used to drive me absolutely insane to where I was like, oh, I gotta get it.
No, it's okay.
I don't care. Like if I do, I do. If I don't, like I got my hands, bro. I'll hug my hog and I'll go to sleep.
I'll hug my hog. That's a proper way to word it. Yeah. It's just, when you hug your hog, your hand's never gonna complain that you didn't last long enough.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's not gonna complain that you didn't notice that she just redid her hair or that she got her nails done. It's
never gonna say that I'm not cleaning the house enough. It's just never not gonna complain.
You're just not gonna catch hell from your hands like that. You know what I mean? And you do your thing and you can fall asleep right afterwards. You don't have to cuddle your hands. You don't have to fucking.
I don't have to tell my hands they're pretty.
You don't have to rub their back and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love your outfit today. Like I don't have to tell my hands anything.
You can forget your hand's anniversary and it's not a big
use
deal.
and abuse them and then fucking go my merry way.
And it's all right, bro. It's all right.
I value my peace more in my 30s than I've ever valued it before, bro.
Damn, facts. I swear to God, bro.
And I don't have to worry about getting these two pregnant.
Bro, what about libido nowadays? How do you feel like you're doing in that department?
On some real shit, not what it used to be, my guy. And
things work different now, right?
They're different.
They're just different, bro.
Things are different. Interests are different. It's waned. And in all honesty, I talked to my doctor about starting prophylactics, my guy, like things to increase my libido. It was a very awkward conversation to have. I have a female doctor, but I think on some real shit, like, we need to open up that conversation and take that stigma away from men feeling like they can't discuss it.
Yeah.
And it definitely has helped, and it has made me feel more confidence in when I do finally want to, have relations, being more, erect, lasting longer.
Yeah, I mean, there's just you have to accept that as you age, things just work different. There's no getting around it. Your body just works a little different. It reacts different. And I use them. I ain't gonna lie.
And I
use them, bro. Sometimes when I know I'm gonna get broken off a little piece of something, first I rub one out because you want to last. You know what I mean? So you hug your hog a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You clear the pipes and you pop you a little blue pill. You know what I mean? At least like 30 minutes to an hour before
later.
She gets there. You know what I mean? So you've already cleared the pipes and you're fucking. You got Thor's hammer ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
And you're not gonna prematurely finish. You're gonna last.
Hopefully not. One would hope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one would hope.
But they're good, bro. It's good shit.
They are,
and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
And it took me until I was, in my mid 30s to realize the benefit of having it. Now I just think it's just this extra little comfort that I have of knowing, like, hey, if my body isn't up to it that day, I have something that can kind of boost it to get to that level that I need to be at.
You got a pretty strong weapon in your arsenal now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It doesn't make either one of us less of a man. We still are using our own member. We just have a little bit of aid.
A little extra juice.
To get
it
there.
Little pump.
And, I also think that over, time as men, our testosterone isn't what it used to be.
Oh, yeah, them T levels drop.
Levels drop. And that's another conversation that I think men need to have is getting your testosterone checked. Because once I did and realized I was on the normal but lower end of the normal range, and I started T therapy. And, bro, I feel like I'm back to when I do finally engage in sex, it's like it was when I was in my 20s. Now, obviously, my interest isn't what it used to be. I don't think it ever will be. But I don't really want it to be what it was when I don't want to be an insatiable sex craze.
Yeah, bro, that shit was weird, bro. Like, I used to catch the fucking weirdest boners off of nothing, bro. I could be waiting for my fucking dentist appointment in the lobby, fucking reading a Better Homes and Garden magazine and just fucking catch wood, bro.
Get bricked.
I don't want to get back to those days.
I always felt like I was
going
to be exposed, bro, because I remember I'd be on the school bus and stuff in high school before I started driving, and I'd be looking at these badass girls on, and I'd get bricked.
You could get bricked up on the school bus.
And then I'd have to get up and walk because I always sat in the middle to the back of the bus. I'd have to get up and walk the walk of shame.
Long ass
fucking, and all the way to the front door, having to position myself.
I know everyone's experienced this where you're fucking daydreaming and shit in class. You know what I'm saying? And then the teacher asks you a question. You're not paying attention. She wants you to come explain something to the front of the room. And you got a fucking cinder block sitting in your shorts and shit. Come on, bro. Then you got to fucking pretend like you're taking your book up there with you to read to try to cover your boner.
Or bring my whole backpack and hold my whole backpack.
Bro, anything could get me bricked up back then. I wouldn't want to get back to those days.
No.
But, it's nice when you can still catch a little glimpse of that in your 30s and your late 30s.
It is. It's nice when the time comes and you're ready for it that you can get yourself to that level.
Yeah. They definitely work. I would 10 out of 10 recommend them. Now, I'm not sponsoring them, but I would.
This is an unsponsored segment.
Them shits are good. They just plain work, and there ain't no getting around it, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. You know what I mean?
No.
So, 10 out of 10
I've never heard
recommend.
a girl complain about a man using a blue pill ever, because they want to get off just like we do, and if we can prolong our climax to give them a climax, who's going to complain?
It's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win situation. There's no winners involved.
Or no losers involved.
I mean, there's no losers involved.
there's no
Yeah, it's a win-win situation. So why wouldn't you want that? You know
exactly.
what I mean?
So
I recommend it.
I just think that everyone needs to. If you were going to go out into battle, you're going to suit up. You're going to be the best version of yourself. Everything in your arsenal at your disposal. So if you're going to go out there and hammer down on some poon, same rules apply, bro. Suit up. Get the best, that you can in your arsenal.
Ain't no half-stepping. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring your A game, bro.
Yeah, no. And, as much as I also am, like, losing interest in sex as I get older, I'm also kind of parting ways with the lifestyle I had when I was younger, bro, when I used to just want to go out and party all the time.
Yes.
My priorities have shifted, and from the time even younger than 21, when I was like 17, 18 years old, I was going out every weekend, I was partying, I was smoking weed, I was drinking, I was fucking passing out in random fucking places. And then, sometime around my mid-20s, bro.
But wasn't it great how easily your body bounced back then?
Yes.
I mean, you could do that Friday, Saturday, and be good for church on Sunday.
And get up and roll.
And I mean, and it wouldn't be a problem. And now, bro.
And I could stay up all night and get up with 2 or 3 hours of sleep and roll like nothing ever happened.
I kid you not, bro. If I get drunk, if I really hammer down on a Saturday, you can go ahead and count me out for Sunday. I'm toast.
Oh, yeah.
My Sunday is done. That shit is washed.
If I get drunk on a Saturday and I wake up on a Sunday and I smell food, I'm fucking sick, bro, for 2 days.
Well, I don't know about that because I get hungry as a motherfucker when I drink.
See,
bro.
I don't. When I'm drunk, I get hungry.
Nah, dog, I turn into a dog.
But after I've sobered up and it's the next day and I've got a hangover, don't come near me with food, bro. I feel like yakking, dog.
Your boy can still eat the next day. Don't make it down.
When we all went out last fucking Saturday and we went to the various clubs that we went to, I was starving when we made it to the taco place, right?
Oh yeah, I was starving.
I was starving, and those tacos were fucking fire, okay? But the next day, whenever we got up and we were hitting the road to fucking go to the fucking lake,
yeah.
The whole time I was in the back of the fucking car, I was literally praying to God, like, please just let me make it through. And if any one of them stops at a restaurant, bro, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to hold out.
I didn't know it was that bad, bro. I didn't know you were going through it like that.
Bro, I was the whole time when I had my eyes closed and you were like, are you okay? I was sitting back there like, please don't puke.
God.
Please don't puke. And typically I'm not a car sick guy. Like, I don't get car sick at all. But for whatever reason, sitting in the back of his truck, I felt every fucking bump we went over. And every time he would go over a bump, I'd feel my fucking stomach come up. And I would be like, oh, don't puke. And then after we finally did eat, because where did we go? What did we eat that morning? It wasn't Cracker Barrel, was it? Whatever we had made me feel immediately better.
Didn't we have Bojangles?
Bojangles. It was Bojangles.
I want to say it was Bojangles. Yeah.
Once I had Bojangles, I was so much better. And I was sitting there like, oh, I can't eat this. I can't eat this. I can't eat this. But when I did, it changed the game for me. But, bro, do I want to live through that every day?
Hangovers are the worst, bro. Fucking
They're horrible.
My hangovers nowadays feels like my fucking asshole is trying to swim through my intestines to make it onto the fucking diving board of my tongue and do a swan dive out of my mouth. Bro, hangovers.
Why is that such an accurate fucking description?
It feels like my insides are trying to fucking just
come out.
Bro, hangovers are the motherfucking
I just feel
worst,
like I feel like I'm in a fucking meat suit and I want to unzip my fucking body and just walk out of my goddamn...
Hangovers fucking suck, bro. And I never used to get them in my early drinking days. Again, Friday, Saturday, boom, fucking hammer down. I'd be good for church Sunday morning. Let's go. Early morning. I'm ready to go. Now, bro, I drink on a Saturday. I kid you not. Count me out for Sunday, and I might be getting over it about late Monday night. And that's no exaggeration.
That's the
I'm not
truth.
even exaggerating.
No,
bro.
no,
Like,
I believe you.
Late Monday night is when I finally start to feel
2
like
days now.
100% back. But and then I'm good drinking. Don't mention drinking to me again
For another week.
for at least a week.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear not a fucking word about drinking.
And
for
I
at
believe
least a
that
week.
because that's how I am. And bro, how quickly I can go from a good time to just abso-fucking-lutely at death's door.
Nah, I've seen that shit,
Bro. And I always go back to the gentleman's jack. Like, I was on fucking cloud 9 until I went plummeting down face first onto the fucking ground and just... And
Well,
the
that gentleman
only
jack
thing
has
that
you
really
fucking-
helps me now is when I drink a drink of beer or shot or whatever, chase it with water. And whatever
You gotta hydrate. You gotta stay hydrated, bro.
Because, that's what a hangover is just fucking dehydration.
Yeah, fucking, you're just thirsty as a motherfucker.
But let me tell you the one fucking mistake I made when I was probably about 18 and I was working in a grocery store and I was trying to impress this girl that worked behind the fucking counter. Her name was Rindy. And
Rindy?
Rindy.
Rindy.
Like Randy, but Rindy.
That's tripping.
I was trying to impress her.
Yeah.
I had a huge crush on this girl. So, and all of us had talked about we were going to go out that night and we were going to drink, we were going to tailgate. And for some reason I was thinking like, I got to get up and I got to go to school the next day and I got to work. So how can I not get a hangover?
Yeah.
So my dumb ass is like, what hydrates you? Okay, Powerade. All right, you're going to be taking shots of vodka. Put them in the Powerade and you won't get a hangover. Little did my dumb ass know, the electrolytes in the Powerade will bring that vodka into your bloodstream quicker. Like instantaneously quicker.
Is that science, bro?
That's facts.
No
factual.
shit.
Yeah.
I did not know
you do
that.
not mix
Fuck.
do not ever mix anything with electrolytes and vodka together.
What do you fucking know?
And so we're taking shots we made homemade Alabama Slammers. We took the blue Powerade and we put vodka and we mixed it and we shot them.
Yeah.
We had never been so fucking sick in our lives, bro. God. It went straight to my fucking bloodstream, and the alcohol poisoning I got off that was so fucking extreme. The whole shift called out the next day, bro.
So fuck electrolytes when you're drinking.
Fuck them as you're drinking.
As you're drinking, yeah. I didn't know
Water's
that.
fine.
Damn.
Water won't pull it into your bloodstream. Powerade and Gatorade will pull it right into your fucking bloodstream.
Kind of like a butt chug.
Yes. Yeah.
You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
The fastest way to get drunk
It's
is
through your ass.
It's through your asshole. If you drink, like if you shove a funnel in there and then you pour a shot of a beer.
So
bro,
when I was
you're
in
gonna be
college,
fucking
that was the thing we
wasted,
used
my
to
guy.
do. We used to turn people upside down,
And stick funnels
stick
in
the
their
funnel
ass.
in their ass, pour beer or whatever we had in the funnel and let it. And they would usually yak before, like it would get halfway down and they would usually throw up. But
These
yeah.
parties sound wild.
Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, that's what the frat did among many other things. But
Fucking butt chug. I've
Butt
never done
chugs.
one, but I've heard that if I guess it's good if you're on a budget and you're looking to get fucked up, like just quick.
Yeah.
Like if you're short on time and you're broke as fuck, just drink an
Butt
ass
chug.
beer. And you'll
another
be-
thing,
you know what I'm saying?
and I can't believe that I'm admitting this, but another thing that people used to do, I've never been a part of this, but I have seen this done firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
Promise to God, I've never done this. Soaking a tampon in vodka and sticking a tampon in your ass or in a girl's pussy is something that a lot of people used to do when I was in college to soak up the alcohol.
That makes sense.
And then you just take it out and it will get you so fucking drunk so fast. You got to be careful.
That sounds like it checks out. That sounds like science.
But that's a thing that used to happen whenever I was in college. One of the things they used to do.
I think I'd be a little too scared to try that, but it sounds like it checks out.
Have you ever done a beer bazooka or a beer zooka or a beer shotgun?
What the fuck is that?
It's this fucking shotgun that you put a whole can of beer in and you just fucking shoot it into somebody's throat, like down somebody's throat. Or you take a glass fucking thing and it has like a little straw that goes in the fucking glass, and it pushes air out, and it fucking soaks up what's in the glass bottle, and it just yeets it out like a fucking bazooka.
Nah, I ain't never seen that shit.
Yeah, it's called a beer bazooka or a beer shotgun. Fucking.
That shit sounds wild as fuck.
See, I mean, you
were fucking playing chemistry with alcohol, and
bro.
shit,
Yeah, when I was at the University of West Georgia, I lived in a fucking 3-story fucking house that was the party house from Thursday till Monday. And bro, we did some of the craziest things. Like, so there was a dorm here and a dorm here. They were not co-ed, so there was a girl dorm and a boy dorm. We took a blue tarp and we fucking tied it to one dorm over to the other. And we took Ajax soap and a fucking water hose. We created a slip and slide, and we fucking slipped from the boys' dorm to the girls' dorm through the fucking window across the fucking breezeway. And the only reason that we stopped, the RA was cool about it. She knew what you were doing. She was part of the whole fucking thing until this one fucking fat bitch in this music dorm fucking rolled sideways off of it and fell into one of those briar, you know those fucking little bushes that have the little leaves with the briars on them,
the little pointy
things. She fell into one face first.
Fuck.
She shot like a rocket off of it, and she goes down, and I thought that she was dead. Like, I didn't see her move.
It's always got to be a fatty to
yeah, a fatty. I looked down and the bitch was face down, not moving, with leaves in her fucking hair, and she just laying there like planked. And I'm like, oh, she's dead. We had to run downstairs, go out, check on her, lift her up out of the fucking briars and brush, dust her off. She's got shit in her eye. She's crying. And we're like, all right, game over, party foul of the night. Like, let's stop what we're doing. But yeah, I've got some stories. Bro.
That sounds like it, bro. Yeah. If you're really big and you know you're not agile and you can't, think fast on your feet, maybe don't do shit like that.
She had no business.
You know what I mean?
She had
maybe
zero business like being on that slip and slide.
Fuck.
But yeah, we had.
I don't know what y'all were using. What were y'all using for a tarp?
And like an industrial tarp, like one of those thick industrial.
Well, the fact that it's industrial, okay, that gives you a little leeway. But I mean, still, I'm sure there's a weight capacity.
Oh,
know
for
your limits.
Sure.
Know your limits.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can look at an object and look at it and be like, that can't handle me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
it, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
she knew that. She was way over the threshold of the...
Come on, just like,
And I get you want to have a good time just like the rest of us. But your selfishness of thinking that your ass could fit on that ruined everyone else's fucking good time.
There's always got to be that one ass.
Always got to be that one.
Fuck it up for everybody.
Cringy fucking bumper stickers that people have on their vehicles these days.
Specifically, the one that says "baby on board."
And I knew exactly where your mind was going with. And when I see a "baby on board" sticker or tag on the back of someone's vehicle, it makes me just want to fucking beat her and her babies and her husband's ass, like with a fucking one fell roundhouse kick to the whole family, bro.
I immediately want to pull that car over and murder both you and your baby when I see that sticker.
It makes me want to hit them harder, and then I'm just like, if this is what you fucking are, if this is how you are now with your baby being as young as it is,
it's only going to get worse.
It's only going to get worse. Your baby's not going to have a fucking chance. It's going to be one of those Gen Z or whatever the next fucking generation is, fucking supremely goddamn coddled baby that cries and whines and tells when its feelings get hurt.
Have you seen those fucking it's not really a bumper sticker, but it's a sticker that goes on the back of the window where it's like the whole lineup, the whole
family
of the family.
Yeah, and they all can get X's over them.
I feel like those stickers are misleading. Really, a lot of families don't look like that. They should have the dad behind bars. One of the kids should be emo
with the mom with a needle in her arm.
Yeah, like she's fucking.
They need to add a DFAX worker somewhere in the middle of that mix.
Coming for a visit with a little briefcase because both the parents fucking neglect the kid.
Add the mistress on the end.
The kids running around and just fucking
blonde with big boobs on.
The kid's running around in a shitty diaper, drinking Mountain Dew out of his baby bottle and shit. You know
That's
what I mean?
more accurate.
That's accurate. Now, if I saw that sticker, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's right on the money. But these little perfect knit families, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody buying that.
Well, and bro, that even translates into social media and how everybody curates the perfect image.
Bro,
and they take all these, the time. Yeah, they take all these cringe fucking family photos, and then on the background, the dad's hitting the mom, and the mom's cheating on the dad's got a drug problem, in and out of rehab, kids got taken away 3 times. Nobody says my child is my world like a dope head or someone on some fucking domestic violence shit.
My only thing is, admit that, okay, now that you've had your kid, right, and you've spent time with your kid, obviously you love your kid. I'm not debating that. Well, yeah, for some, do you? I mean, no, but what I'm saying is, like, okay, yeah, you love your kid now, right? But you didn't plan that kid. So don't make it seem like it's always killed me when girls are like,
miracle.
"Oh, he's my life. He's my miracle. I don't even know who I would be without him." Bitch,
you would be busting it down on a dick on a Wednesday night.
You slipped up at a house party in high school, and you got a homie didn't have a condom. He didn't come prepared because he didn't think he was going to get any ass that night.
Exactly.
So he showed up to this party without a condom. Y'all happened to meet up. Y'all hit it off. Y'all went upstairs to one of the rooms. Y'all banged it out. And you thought that was going to be the end of that, but now you're tied to this dude for 18 years. You know what I mean? So don't sit up here and fucking feed me some bullshit about how your kid is your life, about how you would be dead without this kid. You're making the best of it is what you're doing. Exactly. You're making the best of it, so don't give me that shit.
Because you would still be living your best life whether that kid was in his nuts or in your womb.
Bro, they would be living their best life because they'd actually be able to fucking go out and do whatever the fuck they wanted without having to find a babysitter first.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit has always killed me, bro. Oh, my baby is my life. It's like,
it's your life now because you don't have a choice.
Thank you. And I know it sounds fucked up to say out loud, but I mean, let's keep it real. We all think it. We all think it. We just don't say it out loud. But we'll be the bad guys because that's what the fuck we're here to do.
I'll take the L on that one. I don't give a shit.
It's in our name, bro. I'm gonna say the audacious shit that people think, but it makes you sound like a bad guy to say out loud. I'll say
it's what people really think. People who don't have children really think this way.
Yeah,
they do. People who do have children won't allow themselves to think that way.
They probably think it too, but they're like, I can't say that. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, my kids are my world. But you know what? If you didn't have those kids, you would be living your best life. But you're living the best life you can live with children.
With your kid.
With your kids. So
you make the best of it, and you're still happy. But at the time when it happened, you didn't want that kid.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
So it wasn't your miracle. It ain't like you planned for him. It just kind of happened.
It just kind of happened. Like you spread your legs, and a month or two later, you're feeling a little bit of a bump there.
So, enough with the dramatics. Oh, my baby is my life.
My world.
Fuck out of here. No, ain't nobody buying it.
Every cokehead with a Cookie Monster pajama set posts on Facebook, my kid is my world. And she's literally been in rehab 3 times. Her kids have went to her mom's a couple times.
She's with grandma every weekend. While you're out fucking partying at a bar somewhere, fucking looking for smack.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying?
Preach.
Come on now, let's keep it real.
Preach.
Like, your kid stays with your grandma, and you're all on Snapchat and fucking your little fucking your shorts and shit,
posting your hoochie mama pics with your titties half
posting,
out,
fucking twerking on the dance floor and shit. Yeah. But at the same time, somehow your baby is your world. You know.
And why are those the only women who ever show me any kind of attention at all?
Bro, I'm a magnet for chicks like that too.
Oh my god, what is it about me that screams I want a broken bitch? like to come my way.
Fuck.
But
it's damn near impossible. Nothing is impossible, but it's highly improbable that you're gonna find a chick. our age without kids.
Exactly.
It's a fucking deal.
I've almost gave, and I think that kind of plays into the reason why I'm just not interested anymore in sex, bro. I don't want a busted bag of fucking, I don't want a fucking girl who looks like fucking a roast beef sandwich down there and
a fucking stale bag of hot Cheetos. And shit,
stale bag of hot fucking Cheetos. And she expects me to worship that like it's fucking never been opened, and it's literally expired 20 fucking years ago.
I don't feel bad that, fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna say I would never, but it's not a preference to date a girl with kids, and I feel like I don't have to feel bad about it.
You shouldn't,
because I've made the necessary steps to not have kids. I know how sex works.
We know what we're bringing into a potential relationship, and we're not bringing that extra. And I'm not saying kids are baggage, but
they're not. But it is.
We're not bringing that extra element into a relationship.
Relationships are hard as it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're hard. It's something you have to work at, and that's why you see a lot of people break up or get divorced, because a lot of people aren't willing to put the work in. They love the honeymoon phase, but once that shit fades out and you actually have to start putting the work in, a lot of people get complacent, they get lazy, they get whatever, and
or they don't know how to connect when it's just them.
Because you add kids into the mix, and it just makes it that much harder.
Yeah,
bro. You know what I mean?
Because they build their whole relationship around being a parent.
Yes.
And then once the kids are gone and away, the parents don't know how to connect or identify. That's why a lot of long-lasting relationships and marriages, once the kids are out of the house and the empty nest syndrome hits, they don't know each other anymore.
Because they wrap their whole fucking existence in their world around this kid.
Yeah.
Or these kids. And now they're off to college or whatever, and they're like,
what do we do?
Who the fuck is this guy over here?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is she?
I don't know my wife anymore.
I haven't really been on a real date with her, or I haven't had a real conversation with her in like fucking 12 years now, because it's been always the kid, kids, and now it's just like, now it's us. It's like,
and then they have to find their identity all over again. That's why you see a lot of men in their 40s with fucking, they're having midlife crisis. The woman's having a midlife crisis. The man's going out and getting a brand new red sports car. She's going and getting a whole new body and a whole new man.
But that's deep into it. Like even in the very beginning, just dating someone with a kid when you don't have a kid, it's just like, okay, me personally, I don't like kids. And that's not to say that like I hate kids. I mean, I'm not a kid hater.
I don't despise them, but I don't prefer them.
Yeah, like like people they'll see a kid playing and they're like, oh, he's so cute, and they want to run up and like play with the little kid or whatever. Me, bro, I see a little kid playing, I'm like, all right, I acknowledge you, you acknowledge me. We're both in this room. You stay on your side, I stay on mine, and we're good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't.
That's
have
how
that
I
paternal
approach kids. I don't like. Yeah. Stay on your side, I'll stay on mine, and we're good. You know what I mean?
I don't have that paternal instinct where
me neither,
I'm like,
bro.
Let me hold you, or let me look. No, you're like, I look at them as like they're little crotch goblins. Like they fucking, you came out of her, you wrecked her vagina, you're here, I acknowledge that you're here, but I want you to stay as far away over there as possible. So
when I start seeing someone or dating someone who has a kid, it's like I don't know how to be that role model or that father figure. Or
I'm not a role model, not to a kid.
I'm ass, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a man child. I have no business trying to help raise your kid.
We like our own. We're basically grown ass.
We have fucking Power Rangers on our fucking shelves,
and
bro.
Mario,
and fucking Reptar over here and shit.
And I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that life.
Come on, like I'm a man
selfish
child,
motherfucker. Like, I'm selfish, self-admittedly.
No, I am too. I'm selfish as fuck, bro.
And so I don't want to have to give my fucking money to a kid to live the life I'm now fucking living. I'm just now able to afford the shit I never had when I was a kid, bro. Like, that's just part of it. And it kind of leads me into, like, how we were talking about how couples, sometimes they don't know what their identity is. Like, they lose their self.
Yeah.
Tell me why so many couples merge as one unit and become one identity, and then they fucking have like joint Facebook accounts, bro.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Joint Facebook accounts are so cringe. Like, you don't have your own identity. Like, your identity is now your unit. Like,
nothing says I don't trust you
like a joint
like a
Facebook
fucking
account.
joint Facebook account, Instagram account, or whatever. If it's jointed up, nothing screams I don't trust you. You're a piece of shit. Than a fucking joint anything account.
And you never know which one you're talking to. You can't say anything in confidence because
you don't know which one of the two is going to read it.
Which one of the two are you talking to right now?
Yeah.
Who knows? And it just screams insecurity. It screams I don't trust you. It screams you've done something in the past.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, like you've done something.
Every time I see a joint anything account, I'm like, all right, who cheated?
Yeah,
you know
which one of you cheated?
Which one of you raggedy sons of bitches cheated?
Exactly.
Because that's what it really comes down to, bro, is that one of these dirtbags cheated, and now they need to keep tabs on you every fucking move you make.
Yes.
Including your social life and your social media and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just fucking cringy, bro. Like,
I just think to myself, like, the both of you don't let each other out of your sight. He's not able to go anywhere without her right down his throat, and probably vice versa.
I'm sure it goes both ways. Yeah.
Both ways, they're extremely insecure. You know they're not fucking actually happy because neither one of them are able to live any kind of life of value because they're a collective unit now. And it's just like, you know, what happens if she leaves you, if she gets sick and passes away, or what, God forbid, whatever, and you're left alone? How are you going to navigate when you've been God knows how many years under this woman's fucking umbrella?
And then a lot of times when people get in a relationship, they seem to just distance themselves from
everyone else.
From everyone.
Yeah.
Their friends, their family. And so they're over here with just their significant other,
or their kids,
and their kids,
and they don't know how to relate.
Their friends and family have moved on without them.
Yeah.
So now when this shit over here falls apart, you try to come back to your friends and family, and they don't want to fuck with you because you've been gone.
They don't know you anymore.
You've been gone for like fucking 12, 15 years or some bullshit.
You're the one that shows up to the family reunion, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or whatever, with your 3 or 4 kids. Nobody knows how to relate to you anymore because all you talk about is your kids that they see once a year.
Fuck, facts, bro. That's fucking facts. That's facts as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like that is now your life. That is now your identity. And everyone on the outside, they don't know you anymore. And that's exactly what it is. And, you know, I'm like, those are the type of relationships where you know that pattern is bound to repeat somewhere with the cheating, because it's going to get to a point where they're so sick of being parented and they're going any chance they get. Even it's like we talked about before, you can have pizza every day for a month, but you will leave that pizza for a fucking ham sandwich the minute your ass fucking sees one.
It's facts, bro.
And that's why you see these men, like, she could be a very beautiful woman. She could be a homemaker. She could be all these things. But if she is parenting you and treating you like you're a child and you're a grown man, the first time a bitch shows you attention, she could be a 2. She could have no teeth even.
Preach,
and you're
brother.
Jumping on it the first fucking chance you get.
I've actually used that analogy with my friends before, and it's fitting, bro. It's like, think of your mom's favorite dish. Whatever your mom like.
Yeah.
Whatever your mom throws down that you can't wait till she makes this. She invites you over for dinner. You can't wait to get over there. It makes you fucking lick your fingers. Like, you love when she makes this dish, right? Okay, cool. If they told you for the next 10 years this is the only motherfucking dish you can have, you could get
sick
nothing
of
else.
It after a week, bro.
Bro, after a week, you're going to be looking at a ham sandwich like, God
salivating.
Damn, look at that ass on that.
Salivating.
Look at the ass on that ham sandwich. You know what I mean? It ain't going to take long at all, bro. It's like during football season, I love watching ESPN, my highlights, my fucking talk shows and shit. If you told me you can only watch ESPN for the rest of your fucking life.
You would get so sick of that channel.
Bro, I would start reading. I would start reading books.
Yeah, anything.
I've never read books in my life.
But
if
you would start.
But if you told me all you can watch is fucking ESPN, I'd fucking go watch the grass grow in the fucking yard. Bro.
Exactly.
Like, I would
the most mundane
mind,
things would then become entertaining to you.
If that's all I can. I mean, come on, bro. Like, I'd start flying fucking what's them shit called? Fucking drones and shit. I'd pick up anything.
I would crash fucking drone into myself.
I would fucking want to do anything other than watch ESPN. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what the fact that
you would never want to see football ever again.
Bro, fuck football if that's all I could ever watch. And that's what the fact that at one point it was everything. I loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if that's all you're left with, it gets old. It's human nature to get bored, bro.
Exactly.
It just plain is. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
It's just facts. It's factual. It's based in our genetic code. You know that we. And I'm not even going down the rabbit hole of monogamy, polygamy. That's for a whole different.
That's fucking loaded, right?
A whole different debate. But it's in our fucking DNA. The same thing every day, all day, in and out. Especially if it's coming at an oppressive nature. If you have a wife or a husband that is an oppressive figure, tell me you're not going to try to squeeze out from under that boulder at any opportunity you get, bro.
Fuck yeah.
And then these people are so desperate. I mean, myself included. I'm not even in the category of being with someone or having a kid or anything like that, but we all have this insatiable need of filling that void of loneliness we get from time to time. Even though sex isn't a priority for you or me, I will from time to time look for a suitor to, spend the night with. Yeah. And I feel like as we've gotten older, catfishing is not what it used to be, bro.
There's fucking levels to that.
There's
shit,
levels
They're
to
getting
it.
Fucking, yeah.
They're getting deep in the catfish, and they're
pros at that shit.
Yeah, they're curating entire social media profiles, targeting lonely 30-something-year-old men. They ask. It works, and they, you'll always know because the girls are almost Instagram model worthy photos.
But let's keep it real. But only the dumb ones.
Only the dumb ones fall for it. Case in point, I matched on Tinder with this beautiful.
I didn't think you were gonna tell this story.
Yeah,
bro.
beautiful girl. Matched on Tinder, and girls traditionally have more moral value than to off the cuff ask you for nudes or dick pics. It's just not in a girl's nature to traditionally lead with that. And this particular individual was leading the conversation, incredibly sexually charged, asking me for nude photos, but not wanting to, in return, send me anything. And I always know I'm not going to send you a nude without you initiating it first, and I'm damn sure not going to put my face in any nude I ever put out there. And that was red flag number one. And so a good friend of mine, we were having a conversation just like how we're having right now about catfishing. And he had told me that he had gotten catfished off of Tinder. And then I told him about my story, and I showed him a photo of this girl who I thought was catfishing me. Lo and behold, this man pulls up a whole screenshot of an interaction that he had with this female.
With that same chick.
Same chick, where he had messed up and sent her nudes, illicit videos of himself, and illicit photos that did show his face. That was his mistake.
See, that's where you fucked up right there.
Yeah, and so she ends up basically, or it ends up being a he. It was an Indian guy posing as this girl. Basically messaged him saying, I've got all your nudes, I've got all your contacts, I know your full name, I know your family, your coworkers. I'm going to send this out to the masses unless you agree with my terms and pay me. He's basically extorting my friend. And to that I say, look, send it out. I don't give a fuck if they see it or not, because most of them have already seen it. My family have already seen me all naked at some point in my life. My coworkers, as big of a slut as I am, if they're female, they've probably seen it. Men, no, but they probably will see it now. And I'm okay with that. Like, you're not going to extort me. Like, I have no shame. Send it out. Like, if I'm dumb enough to send a fucking illicit dick pic, then I have to face those repercussions.
I maybe would be a little embarrassed or, hesitant to let that out, only because I have an aggressively average wiener, average to small, and I wouldn't want people to see that.
I mean, on some real shit, yes, I haven't. I am not in any realm blessed in.
No one's breaking their neck to get a second look at this.
No, and
I'll be honest.
And I'm not gonna sit here and flex and say that they are with me either. But the thing is a dick is a dick. We all have them. Some are small, some are big, some are whatever. I've got to be comfortable with what I have because it's not changing. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah.
Unless I somehow find a fucking Taiwanese doctor that's willing to like miraculously add some link somewhere
at a discounted price.
A discounted price.
Crazy. Yeah.
I might have to sell a kidney to afford.
Just think of like the shit that used to be shown in TV shows and in movies, and how you wearing your skirt up just like past a certain length,
you were considered a slut.
Yeah, it would have freaked people out like back in the 40s and 50s. And now you got fucking half naked chicks on TV shows, and you got wild shit like fucking Family Guy where people are fucking killing each other.
It's just their bodies though.
And it's like, now it's okay. Oh, it's not a big deal. It's just, and it comes down at a time when fucking kids are still up. They can watch. Well, that's kind of the point, is that nowadays it's becoming less and less of a problem. People aren't looking at it like it's a big deal anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're becoming more accepting. But you do still have
some moral conservatives.
You're always going to have prudes and fucking Bible belts and shit out there that, like, shame people for that. But, that's all right. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. But I think, we're progressing towards just more and more things are becoming social norms that 20, 30 years ago, people would have freaked out over. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Back in the 1800s, you'd get hung showing your ankles, bro.
I did not know that, but that sounds like some 1800
you did,
type
in the
shit.
Victorian era, you did not show your ankles. And if you did, you were a harlot, and they would judge you accordingly.
Harlot directly translates to whore, I'm assuming.
Whore, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then, from there, it got to the point where certain corsets, certain types of dress cuts, that was considered to be trashy or immoral if you showed cleavage. Like, we went in and out of phases. So,
bro, could you imagine somebody from the 1800s going to a Halloween party in like fucking 2022 or some bullshit?
Oh, they would lose their fucking mind, bro. They would lose their fucking mind.
Their brains would fucking explode, bro. They would not be able to handle that shit.
I mean, imagine someone just as recently as the 1950s seeing how women dress now, and they would lose their mind even as recently as then, bro.
But imagine fucking 2022, bro. It's like, that's the one time of the year where you can just be as motherfucking skanky as you want to be. Yes. And everyone's like,
and then you see men like dressing up as women, and like for Halloween,
nobody bats an eye at it.
Yeah, there's no boundaries during Halloween. So imagine that you come from a time in Victorian or Georgian era into like modern times, and you see this, they wouldn't even know how to comprehend it,
bro. They would lose their fucking minds.
They would truly
literally go insane if they saw some shit like that.
Yeah, it would literally blow their minds. And a part of me wants to almost like go back in time just to see how much I could shock someone from that era.
Bro, it wouldn't take much at all. Shit.
I mean, imagine, you take fucking the lyrics to a Cardi B song.
Oh my God.
And you fucking bring it to their time, or even one of the music videos, and like WAP, and you show a fucking congregation WAP.
Bro,
You
they
know?
would fucking lose their goddamn minds. I swear they would.
It would be worse than the Scarlet Letter. It would be worse than the Salem witch trials. It would. I mean,
Jesus fucking Christ.
imagine all of the Bridgerton ladies are all sitting there fucking listening to fucking what is it? Hot Girl Summer by Megan Thee Stallion. And they're all sitting there like watching her fucking drop her ass on the floor, and they're,
Imagine if they got one glimpse of Lizzo.
Lizzo, mass hysteria.
Just one fucking glimpse
playing
of Lizzo.
her flute while she's twerking with her ass out
Her
there.
fucking ass hanging out and shit. Her fupa just fucking sweating and bouncing everywhere and shit.
They would lose their mind.
They would lose their fucking heads.
It would cause mass hysteria.
How do you feel about that, by the way? Lizzo fucking shaking her fupa everywhere when she's on stage and shit at these concerts. It drives me fucking insane.
It
bro.
drives me insane. Okay,
Yeah, I go nuts every time I see that shit.
I'm all for body positivity. You do you, right? But when you are that
Big. Let's put it out.
You have to be mindful of how big you are, how grotesque it is.
Grotesque. Goddamn.
And you've got
facts.
Facts. And this is not me fat shaming. This is not me saying anything about a person being obese or plus size or overweight, because everybody is beautiful in their own way and everybody's deserving of love and appreciation. But you've got to know your place, and you got to know that even though you might want to see yourself dressed like that, everyone else does not want to see you dressed like that.
Just expect some backlash. That's all I'm saying.
Just expect
a little backlash. And when you're on stage, fucking gyrating and fucking jerking all that shit around, there's gonna be a lot of people that don't like it, and there's gonna be a lot of people that talk shit, and then there you go playing victim and shit.
Not understanding why.
When you're the one that set all this shit up, you put it all in motion. You know what I mean?
And let me phrase it like this, okay? When Miley Cyrus came out in 2013, and she was consenting of age, basically as a young adult, and she dressed that way, everyone fucking went crazy, and she had a body, okay? On that same token, if people were that offended at her showing her body, then imagine how they feel when you add 200 or 300 pounds to that mix. It goes beyond grotesque, because that, and I'm not saying that, you have a get out of jail free card because you have a body, right? But there's layers upon layers upon layers of just unacceptability with showing that on television. And you are promoting, first and foremost, you're promoting promiscuity and risqueness, which I don't have a problem with that. But on top of that, you're promoting an unhealthy body image that is not healthy. If you are setting yourself up to be a liaison for young adults to look up to, be something they need to aspire to be, which is getting themselves healthy, living a healthy lifestyle. Don't go out there and promote gluttony. Don't go out there and promote like shaking your ass and being slutty just for the hell of it with no real purpose. And it's just about showing healthy behavior as an adult.
Yeah. All the Lizzo fans are gonna fucking eat us up in the comments, bro. But,
they're gonna eat us alive, but oh well. It needs to be said, she is not promoting body positivity. She's promoting body complacency without actually actively trying to do better and be healthier. And if you're okay with body complacency, that's on you. But me personally, I am not okay with that.
Preach, brother. I have a problem when I see it. It's a lot. It's a lot, bro. I mean, I don't know any other way to put it. It's just a lot. That's a lot of meat being tossed around. You know what I mean? And it's just, I mean, unless that's your niche, you know what I'm saying? Where like that you're
you
into
have a
that
fetish, for
a type of fetish where like you're into BBWs that size, like that big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Expect backlash from everyone else except that particular group of people. That's all I'm saying.
And
so
and
when people get on these fucking on these radio shows and fucking podcasts talking shit about you, don't get all up in arms about it because you brought the shit on yourself.
Yeah, you
know
went
what I
out
mean?
there and showed your bare ass, bare skin, knowing that you're obese. And the problem in our culture is that we're so politically correct. We worry so much about people's feelings that we
Not me, but yeah.
media ignores facts. And if you truly care about these people and you truly care about the young generation, teach them that, yes, we love you. Yes, we accept you. Yes, there is body positivity, but this is not healthy. And that's the problem, is that we're telling these people, love yourself no matter what. This is healthy. This is what a healthy body looks like. And it's not.
No.
She has a BMI that is probably above 40, which is mortality rate BMI. And I know this isn't funny. People aren't necessarily laughing at this, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
Simple and plain. It's the
Simple
truth,
and
huh?
plain. So on that note, I think we're going to wrap the pod up. And we hope you guys have a great week. And peace out.
Hold up. Fuck. Hold up. The Audacity hot takes finna blow up.